We are here at Prevention Magazine's Take Charge tour with Kimberly Fowler, and we're going to talk a little yoga, because I always thought that was the guy who used to be the catcher for the Yankees way back when, but I've been informed that's not the case.
I think that was Yogi, right?
Oh, okay.
Well,
close?
Close. It was very close. Yeah, we're here at the Prevention Take Charge
Easy
tour.
For you to say.
Easy for me to say. I think it's cold. I'm from LA, I think.
Believe it or not, this is a nice day in October in Chicago.
But I'm here to actually speak on yoga. I have a book called The No Om Zone, and it's a practical guide to yoga. So I'm the owner of Yaz Fitness Centers in LA.
Which is what this is?
Yes. That's my little logo.
Or not so little. And you have the whole outfit on today.
I do. I have the whole outfit on.
Very nice. Now, yoga's not just for women.
No. I have a style of yoga called Yoga for Athletes, and my goal is to get people that would not normally do yoga to try it. And with Yoga for Athletes, I actually get a lot of guys that come in. So that's an important market.
But the guys just come in looking for the girls. They don't come in for the therapeutic benefits of yoga, or do they?
Well, I know a lot of guys come in to look at the girls. I have to admit, I've had a lot of guys that do that. But for injury prevention, I think yoga is a great thing to do for guys, because they're stiff. I mean, most guys, if they touch their toes in a yoga class, they're happy.
The only way I can touch my toes is to lift up my leg. I could benefit, I think, probably from some of this. And yoga is more than just the physical well-being, correct?
Well, with yoga, it's mind, body, spirit. But even if you just go and get the physical benefits of yoga, a little bit of yoga is better than none. Okay. That's sort of my goal, is to get even a little bit of yoga.
And I know the idea is to get people to yoga classes, but it's also the sort of thing a person can do on their own, at home by themselves.
Absolutely. With my book, I have 5 to 10 minute workouts that you can do at home. Because one of the things that when I try to convince someone to do yoga, I always hear, I don't have the time. There's no time.
Right. Okay.
And so
5 minutes?
5 minutes, it's like 5 minutes of just a tiny bit of yoga, a little bit of breath work, and boom, you're done.
Okay. And so if I'm at home doing something standing on my head, your book is soft enough that it'll cushion that, or is it intended for other uses?
If you can stand on your head, I don't know that you need my book.
I don't think I could stand on my head, but any DVDs or excitement like that to go along?
I do. I have a No Om Zone DVD, which is 3 15-minute workouts. I have yoga for your upper body, yoga for your core, and yoga for your lower body.
Can I just watch those and derive some sort of benefit by osmosis?
Well, a lot of people do just watch DVDs, and I've heard that, boy, that was fun watching you do that work.
You have to be an active participant, though.
Yes.
Okay, well, can we see what's over here on the table?
Sure. This is, I think, a local gym here in Chicago.
Okay, sure. Where's your stuff?
My stuff? Sherry, can you get me a book? Book and DVD?
Don't want to shortchange you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So you're based in Los Angeles.
I am. I'm based in Los Angeles. I have 4 locations out there, but I'm expanding to Chicago, New York.
Take over the world?
Take over the world. That's my goal.
But in a good way.
But in a good way. In a good way. So.
Okay. Now, for a beginner, sometimes it seems a little daunting. I have to do what? First, I got to go out and get the proper attire.
Well, it's true. Yoga can be very intimidating, and there's a lot of studios. I've been practicing since '83, and I can walk into a studio, and it's just like, they're twisting themselves up in pretzels.
So you started off as a toddler?
Yeah.
Right?
You're very kind. You're very kind. actually started my business in my 40s. That was 10 years ago. And I went from the corporate world into the fitness world. So.
I'll assume there are no regrets.
No, actually, I love what I do. It's rewarding.
Any carryover from the corporate world to what you do?
Absolutely. It's a business,
right?
And I think that's what a lot of people forget. Even though it's yoga and fitness, right. It is a business. So being a COO of a huge company actually has helped me run my own company.
And you have a line of clothing.
I do. Yeah, it's yoga
and you model it quite nicely.
Well, thank you.
You're not quite to the point where you have your own shoes.
No, that would be fun.
Are there special yoga shoes that people use?
Yoga is barefoot, and that's one of the things that I talk about in the book is what to wear and what not to wear to a yoga class. You see a beginner often walk into a class with their shoes and socks on, and so in the book I tell you what to do, and like take off your shoes and socks before you walk in. I talk about where to put your mat. What happens with a lot of beginners, they think, okay, I have to be right up front with the teacher. Teacher walks around and all of a sudden all you're looking at is the wall and you have no idea what's going on. So I suggest people...
So those of us who would go into a classroom and stay in the back, we're okay?
Yes.
Good.
In fact, that's where I have my front desk tell me if new people are come in class, and I always put them in the back so you can see what's going on. And if you're not great at it, who cares? You're in the back. Who's looking at you?
Okay. So this is a no chanting, no granola, no Sanskrit, practical guide to yoga.
Yes.
What about those of us who like granola? We're out of luck?
Well, actually, I like granola too. I was just having some granola here, but there's sort of the reasons why people don't do yoga. They think it's
a little too mystical.
A little too mystical, a little too hippie-ish. So
hey, some of us go back to those hippie days that have nothing but fond memories.
I'm there with you.
What it is we can remember.
Yes.
Excellent.
And here's my DVD, which is the 3 15-minute workouts. So if you don't have time, this is a good DVD to do.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says the new face of yoga.
Yes.
Would it be inappropriate if I said the new body as well?
Well,
I mean, yoga is a form of fitness.
It is. It's a form of fitness. I practice what I preach. I do yoga at least 5 times a week, and it keeps me in shape.
Looks like it's working.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you for your time.